So it's cold and it's raining, and everything for the most part is dead. It's a really depressing time of year for gardeners. But are we taking a break? No, we are not. What we are going to do is we are going to check our stock and we are going to order seeds. This is where we dream about next year's garden. I keep all of my seeds on a Google document, and the ones in red are the ones I'm out of. So this is how I figure out what I need to buy for the coming year. All right, so the first round of seeds for the 2026 growing season. These come from Refining Fire Chilies, which their website, I believe, is superhotchilies.com. Yeah, superhotchilies.com. I'll link that in the notes. So the first seed that I ordered from them was Sugar Rush Peach, and they sent me 2 packages, which was really cool. And Sugar Rush Peach is one that everybody asks for every year. It's a sweet but not super hot pepper, and it has a lot of fruity notes, and apparently it makes really, really good hot sauce. So that one I have to carry. And then the next one is another crowd favorite. It's the Peter pepper. And the Peter pepper is more of a novelty pepper because it looks like, I don't know a polite way to say what it looks like, but it looks like something that some people call a Peter. But it actually has really good flavor and is a little bit on the hot side, but not stupid hot. So that one we had to grow, and the seeds that I had for last year just didn't germinate very well, so I thought it would be a good time to just introduce some new seeds to the group. The next one is the Calabrian pepper, and that's one I really like, although this one, the pictures look different than what I've been growing the last couple years. But it's an Italian pepper, sometimes called the Calabrese pepper, and these ones look more like little cherry bomb peppers. The ones I grew last year were a little more like a jalapeno shape, but smaller, and I dried those and used them for crushed red pepper. The next one on the list is this Capia paprika, and I got really into growing paprika this past year, but the paprika I grew ended up being super hot, so I wanted a sweeter paprika. And so I'm going to go with this one for this year. And you don't have to dry it and make it into powder. You can also roast these and pickle them and do other things with them. So it's really a multi-purpose pepper, but I am going to grow it to make my own sweet paprika. And to satisfy my chili head friends, you always have to have a couple interesting super hots. So this year I'm going with the 7-pot brain strain, which is it's derived from the 7 pots and also the scorpion maruga peppers. So this one should be significantly hot, and it'll be like red and bumpy looking. And another one that I just got suckered into buying mostly because of the name is this Hallows Eve pepper, and it is a ghost cross, and it goes from like black and purple and green to eventually ripening to orange, which are, sort of the Halloween colors. And this one may have some purple foliage, which is always a big plus for me. We're also going to start getting into peppers that I can't pronounce right. So this one is a Chihuahua Negro, and this is one I've been on the hunt for a couple of years, and it is a sweet, smoky, medium heat mole pepper from Mexico. The fun thing about being a small grower is you can grow really niche peppers, and so this is one I'm growing. So that's all the peppers I ordered, but check this out. This grower sent me all these ones for free. So I had to look up what these were because I didn't know. The first one is the large sweet Antigua. And so that one is a Guatemalan pepper. It's similar to a bell pepper, but it's long, and it's supposed to be a little bit wrinkly. So I'm really interested in that one. Sugar Rush Cream, which is probably going to be very similar to the Sugar Rush Peach. It looked like maybe it was a little blockier in shape, but it should have a similar heat and flavor profile, but obviously it's going to be more of a white cream color than the orangey peach color. This Chili de Agua is also another mole pepper, and it seemed like maybe it was a little bit hotter than some of the other mole peppers I have. And so the next one is this Cabecina Laranja. And this one, it looks like it's a prolific producer. It produces a bunch of orange peppers, and that they are medium heat and fruity. So that might be a really fun one. And the last one out of the freebies is this Piment de Braise, which again, I probably didn't say that right. And this one looks like it is a very old French variety, sort of a long red pepper, but with some heat. So it should be sweet and have some heat to it, but it kind of, the picture reminded me of like a Jimmy Nardello type pepper, you know, those long red Italian peppers. But I do love a sweet but mild heat pepper. So we'll see where this is with the heat, but I'm interested in trying that. So that is my haul from Refining Fire Chilies. All right, my next round of seeds are from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and I've ordered from Mary's Heirlooms for quite a few years and always been really happy. So the first one I ordered was a German Johnson tomato, and this is a big pink heirloom slicing tomato. And again, this is one that just everybody wants every year, so if I don't have this one, people will fuss. So this was just restocking. I've been trying to get more into growing beans, so I decided to try these beans. They were on sale, and you know, not much to lose with trying to grow beans, so I'm gonna give those a shot. And these were one I like for myself. I like to make sofrito, and this is a pepper that I like for my sofrito. So this is ají dulce pepper. We've got Florida High Market eggplant, and this is just a standard Italian style, like the big eggplants that you see in every grocery store. And again, this is just one of those ones that you have to have at least one of these varieties available. I also ordered some Arnica Montana. You know, I like to use herbs and stuff, and I got to thinking, like, I spend a lot of money buying products infused with Arnica. Like, maybe I could just grow that myself. So we'll see what happens with this. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to go, but it's worth a shot for, you know, seeds are not that expensive. And Mary's, like a lot of the smaller seed companies, always sends a good freebie. So this year for freebie, I got some dill seeds. So I'm always, you know, I can use those, and that's really cool. So thank you, Mary. And just like the last guy, Mary sends like a really nice printed out growing guide with a lot of useful tips. She also has a YouTube channel and is active on social media. So with her, you get seeds, but there's also a lot of education available. So another seed company that I really like and will have her info linked as well. All right, the next company up is Reimer Seeds. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I've ordered from them a couple times and had pretty good luck with their seeds. And one of the main reasons I ordered from them this time is that several of the seed varieties I wanted, they had. So that makes a difference sometimes with shipping. It's like if you can get everything from the same place, that saves you a little bit of money. So that definitely was a consideration this year. So the first two peppers we have are Prism and Moscato. And these are just bell peppers, but they're different colors. So I wanted to have a little more variety with some of the sweet peppers because we tend to get a little hot pepper heavy. The next one is the Sriracha pepper. And this has become one of my favorite jalapeno strains. This one was so prolific for me this past year. I grew 2 plants and I was able to use them fresh all year. I was also able to can a lot of pickled peppers for the winter. And the next one is a Serrano Tampiquino pepper. It's just a Serrano variety. Last year, the Serranos I didn't have very good luck with germination-wise, and they were really slow to produce, so I thought maybe this year I would try a different variety, different strain. Next up is probably one of my favorite peppers in general, which is the pizza pepper. And I like to say that this one is very much like if a bell pepper and a jalapeno had a baby. It has that thick-walled crunch of a bell pepper and just a little bit of heat. So it's really delightful, and it actually is really good on pizza. Next up is just ye old favorite, Carolina Reaper. It's just one that you have to have. Somebody's going to always ask for that one, so I always like to, it's just a tried and true super hot that, we'll have that every year. Next is the Patio Baby eggplant. And this is one that I like for myself. It's a great container eggplant, and it does have little eggplants, but if you're using like a grow tower or just have a patio garden, this is great. It'll give you eggplants that you can throw in different dishes. So that's one I'm always going to have, if for nothing else, just for myself. This one's new this year. It's Baby Cakes Tomato, and that is a red cherry tomato. Just trying to mix it up and try some different ones. The red cherry tomato is the classic, and why not try a new variety? Another one is Better Bush tomato, and this is one of those all-purpose workhorse red tomatoes. It's like your Better Boy, but more compact. And I always feel like there's a space for these tomatoes. So I always try to have some kind of variety, whether it's, a Better Boy or a Big Boy. Trying to think of what some of the other ones are. But we'll always have a couple of these. So this is the one for this year. This is a new one. It's called the Fresh Salsa Tomato. And I mostly bought that because everybody asks, they'll come and they'll want to buy some plants, and they'll say, what's the best tomato for salsa? And now this year I'll have just a pat answer. Well, here it's the salsa tomato. So I think that this is a firmer flesh tomato, lower on seeds. So we'll see that one. I'm excited about that one. Another one that is just one that is a crowd favorite. Everybody asks for Lemon Boy. And this is just an old school yellow tomato. Again, it's one of those like you can do anything with it tomatoes, but this one is the Lemon Boy Plus, so that's a little bit different and maybe an improvement. We'll see. This one is the Sungella tomato. So it seems like it is in that Sun Gold family, but it's more of a saladette size. So maybe more golf ball size or ping pong ball size as opposed to a small cherry. I'm thinking this is going to be a lot like the Sunray tomato that we grew last year, but we'll see. And then, of course, everybody, like, we can never have enough of these Sun Gold Select tomatoes. So we'll always have to have something in the Sun Gold. Along the same lines, Sun Sugar, same thing, different name. And then, of course, I always end up buying a couple things just because the name sounds fun. So this year we have the Satan's Kiss pepper. And from what I can tell, this just seems like an Italian cherry bomb pepper, but just with some extra marketing. And the next one is the Atomic pepper. And this is on the higher side of the heat. And it goes from green to black to red. So this, in the picture, reminded me a lot of the Count Dracula pepper. But yeah, I just got sucked in by marketing. And this seed company is a little bit bigger. There were no freebies and no like seed starting information. But, you know, they have reasonable prices, reliable seeds, and reasonable shipping. So that's with that bundle. All right, so the last seeds that I got, actually I didn't buy these. My aunt was out west and went to a couple of huge pepper farms. And I asked if she would save some seeds for me, and she did. So these ones are going to be just an experimental thing, just for my own sake. And I believe that these are both datil peppers. Which I've grown before, but I haven't grown these particular strains before, so that'll be fun. So is that everything I'm growing? No. Here is part of my seed stash. Seeds keep for many years. They do get a little lower germination rates as the years go on, but the truth is I have hundreds and hundreds of varieties, so this was just, you know, some new things, but also just topping off what I needed. Will I order more seeds this year? I'm trying to say no, but that might also be a lie, so we'll see.